you're right, Brent. We're essentially training people to take our jobs, right? We're hoping that we can, give them the information and knowledge they need so that they can be successful, once we step into that to that next chapter and retire.
Yeah. No, that is so important, Mark. Man, is so many folks, unfortunately, still today, they have that attitude of protectionism, and it's very selfish, and yet we are to be selfless. That's what we're told to do, is be selfless and to help others. And we're just not our potential. We don't reach our potential until we actually help others to reach their full potential. And until we do that, we're nowhere close to our own potential at all.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we one of the reasons I kind of moved into the consulting world was the ability to reach more people, right? And so, as you said in the beginning, my specialty background is substations. We're kind of I guess you could call it behind the scenes entity, right? When you talk about line work, what's everybody think of? The overhead line worker, right? The guys that are out in the bucket trucks up on the poles and wires, because those are the folks you see all the time, right? When you drive down the road, you're not looking in the substation to see who's in there working inside that fence. You drive by and, oh, there's guys up in a bucket truck on a pole. Normally, because there's flaggers, you have to stop. You might have to drive around that stuff. But you don't so much see the substation worker, right? And it's a vital part of the system. There's a lot of intricacies that you don't have out on the line, right? And so it's a very specialized field. And not that line work isn't. I don't want to take anything away from line work, right? It takes a very special individual to be able to work in this industry, period, no matter what your discipline is. There's a lot of, storms and long hours and environmental challenges and so on and so on. So I don't want to take anything away from anybody, but it stepping from a company or a utility into the consulting world, it just gives you a little bit more reach. It gives you the ability to touch hopefully some more folks and make a positive difference. Because we see every day, we do a lot of consulting. I spend a lot of time on the road with customers, and I know you've been around the country multiple times, and with your trips with ECOS, and it amazes me, but it doesn't amaze me when we talk about certain subjects, and still today, the lack of understanding of how this stuff's really supposed to work. And we have the luxury at ISPC to have some of the best in the business, and we take that. We don't take that lightly, right? We understand the position we're in, and hopefully the services that we offer, and we want to make sure that folks out there are doing it right. And like you hear everybody say, we want everybody to go home at the end of the day the same way they came to work, and that's the main goal.